I'm gonna make a video why. Alright, I'm gonna make another video why I think Democrat will lose. First of all, I've never spoken much to professors about this. Ever, what I get the sense is that, like, first of all, to really understand the problem is like, um, just, and it's stuff on the internet. What I got is that there were a few candidates who ran for public office um, that that they put their affiliated party as I don't know, pre a certain year, and then they would like either Republican or Democrat, right? So there is a distinction between these major parties, before a certain year. So it's like it doesn't mean that the parties themselves have changed literally. It's just that there is a remarkable difference after, say, a certain year. Say we can say 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016, right? So whatever year it's chosen, the party was very different between say 1950 to that year, 2012, 2016, whatever. And so it was like, obviously I wasn't alive before 1987. Because I wasn't alive, I have no clue what the party was. I never studied history, so in terms of college, I took history classes in grade school, but college I didn't take history for the most part in the United States, whatever. Um, so here's what I got the sense of. Has the party objectively changed? No, they have not changed at all. Um, However, there's disagreements. Like perhaps they've noticed that, like for example, look at 2012, theoretically, what if the president decided not to run a second term? Oh, right? That's the thing. Like, obviously, that didn't happen because Obama was really well liked. Like a lot of people like to be sure to defeat the Republican challenger. Um, so how does that happen? It doesn't because nobody would have foresaw it. So were there people who made these predictions? Of course, how many professors? Or there's like at least 10,000 professors in this country, in 50 states, including Canadian college professors, right? And it's just like, they obviously good job in this place, right? It's just like, anyway, um, like, um, what I've noticed with Democrats frequently, they don't like to discuss certain things. Certain things make it too difficult for them to express. It's like I have this theory. It's really interesting. Is that there's two theories proposed. One is very simplified. I can't really simplify it. Basically, someone in the Lord explained to me. It's just not like I read his book. He didn't explain it to me, but he did make a video. The other theory, I think, is a little more accurate. That I just kind of made up. Is basically it's the idea where certain soul groups, basically they fit in one timeline overnight. Which means if you went back in time, you might be in a better position, or you could be the type of person who's autonomous medicine. That's a very different perspective. So let's try to go back to the politics with Democrats. Because what I just said in the last 30 seconds, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's basically, it's like this. A lot of these Democrats, they live in, like, the problem is, are they really discussing, like, are they really communicating with Democrats in the wrong areas? They probably are. But, the thing is, when I go to some social media websites, it's like, it's like a pecking order almost. I don't, it's hard to describe, but, like, if you read, like, spend a little time reading stuff in biology or, like, you know, uh, you know, chemistry, chemistry, exercise, you kind of understand this, idea a little bit. Um, Contrast English classes, especially grade school, typical. So, in terms of what books or readings. So, Harvard has done a case of chemistry, biology, or psychology, or environmental science. So, those subjects, you definitely get some hierarchy concepts. So, it's like, well, this type of communication might be might be useful in raising a child, who's a citizen there. The only problem is we. The only problem is you can easily want to create your own country, right? Stuff like that. You don't want that. You don't want to create your own country. That is a problem. If you have that, the Democrats have this idea that they want to create their own country, right? And it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Why would they create their own country? It's like, they can't. They can't create their own country. It's not possible. That's objectively not possible. Especially because we cannot colonize these other planets. And because of that, we don't, like, the last continent in South America has already been inhabited. It is clear that Antarctica cannot really be colonized. So, the Democrats, it's complete. Like, I've never heard of a single YouTube video that discussed this, and like a zero. I have not heard of a book on this. I've not read it. I've never heard a professor discuss it. They clearly want to colonize. Democrats clearly want to colonize these things. Don't. There isn't any more continents. Subjectively, like, because I'm like, obviously, I can understand the idea that Democrats don't see Republicans. That's totally fine. But they can't colonize any other. You can't colonize any other. There isn't any more continent to colonize. We have this plan. So yeah, I think that's why because the Democrats killed. You couldn't kill. So I was playing video games and on the PC, right? And here's what I got. First of all, it's I played game that really explored ideas. What right? It's just like it's really like remarkable because you have generic things that stay the same, right? But it's just like, well, what's different about it is that you can't just like you can't like there's a difference between colonizing, and like it's like why would anyone want to colonize like another planet? It doesn't make any sense. I never quite understood the fascination between SpaceX until I understood until I saw people returned. And it's just like I totally understand. People like SpaceX, the company that Elon Musk created, it's, like because they couldn't understand why Roe returned. And it's just like I get it. Yeah, Roe Wade was overturned because people want to colonize, but they can't. So they need someone like Elon Musk to, basically, obviously his companies, employees, but get the point. Like, just have him colonize. Basically, you're looking at the world of fantasy. So he's like, Elon Musk is able to create this fantasy. He's the richest person